Sup everyone, I'm your female otaku and I'm here to look up the fall 2020 anime lineup to find out what the heck kind of anime series I'm gonna watch. Now I already know a few series here and there that are coming out, the main one being of course Haikyuu, the second core. Let's freaking go. I am so pumped, man. Oh my gosh, the fact that we didn't get this past summer really wrecked my heart, but you know what? We're here now. It's kind of wild. There really wasn't that much anime that aired this past season, and summer is the season that airs the most anime just about every single year. So, I hope we have a fair amount of anime coming out next season. I don't know, I guess we're about to find out. Didn't watch too much anime this past season, kept up with God of High School, Rent a Girlfriend, Koi to Producer, which is a whole thing, and a few other series I just can't think of at the moment for whatever reason. Might make a whole separate video for that on the summarizing what I watched over the past season, but for right now, we're focusing on fall, aka the best season. So let's just skip right to it. First up, we have this kids show that is nothing. Okay, up next, Higurashi, When They Cry. New. Yeah, Higurashi's back. Oh my gosh. From what I can remember from the trailer release, is that this is a reboot, so not a continuation from season 2. Oh boy, for those of you who do not know this classic horror anime, you're in for an interesting ride. Honestly enough, I haven't actually finished When They Cry because I didn't really like the setup for it, because how Higurashi works, and this is, I guess you can say this is light spoilers, very light, so if you don't want to know anything about it, just, I don't know, skip like a minute ahead. But Higurashi's setup is that they're separated into like 4 arcs, like 4 episode mini arcs, and something crazy happens at the end of each arc. So the first 2 episodes are all slice of lifey. The first one being like super light, second one having a hint, just a hint, a sprinkle of something creepy. Third episode gets dark, and the 4th episode just goes ballistic. So that was the setup for the original anime series. I really hope they don't do that again, because that setup really pissed me off. It just made me want to skip over all the boring episodes and skip straight to the crazy stuff. We'll see how it goes. I am going to check it out. Besides Halloween, you know, it fits in with the spoopy vibe, so I gotta do it. Up next, we have Assault Lily Bouquet. Okay, cool. Magic military sci-fi done by Shaft. Oh dang, it's done by Shaft. Well, I guess I can't miss out on this one. It's dropping straight on October 1st, all right. So, on Earth in the near future, humanity faced imminent, destruction from mysterious giant creatures known as Huge. The entire world unites against the Huge and successfully develops weaponry known as Charm. What are up with these names? Oh, it's an acronym for Counter Huge Arms. Okay. By combining science and magic, Charm exhibits high rates of synchronization with teenage girls, of course, and the girls who can use Charm are viewed as heroes called lilies. These names! Throughout the world, garden military academies are established to train lilies to face the Huge and to serve as bases to protect and guide people. This is the story about fighting girls who aim to become lilies at one such garden. You had me in the first half with Shaft. I don't know about the rest. The rest kind of sounds boring. I might check out one episode just because it's Shaft, but I don't know if this is something I'll continue. I'm not that into military anime either, so Up next, we have The Journey of Elaina. Oh, this looks soft. What is this? Adventure fantasy based on a light novel. I don't even know this studio. It's not about the destination. What's your favorite story? Does it have a hero who slays the dragon and saves a princess, or a child of prophecy destined for greatness? Well, my favorite story is a little different. It's the tale of a witch. Witches, let's go! I can't. I'm trash. It's a tale of a witch who travels the world seeking nothing in particular. With no quest of her own, she's free to wander wherever the wind takes her, adding a few pages to the story of whoever she meets before setting off on her next adventure. Done. Nope. I'm not gonna read the rest. This sounds, I'm in. Check. Boom. Checked all the boxes for me already. Boom. That's it. We're done. No, for real though, this sounds like the type of series that would be perfect on a nice Sunday afternoon, or you can binge it all at the end. It depends on how soft this is gonna be, because this sounds like a real chillaxed anime. I'm talking very iyashikei. This sounds amazing, right up my alley. Let's go. I'm Standing on a Million Lives. Action drama fantasy game shonen done by Maho Film based on a manga. 9th grader Yusuke Yotsuya is practical friendliness, friendless, I can't, English, and not active in any clubs. Then one day, he and 2 female classmates are suddenly sent to another world. Why did they put isekai in the genres where they must work together to battle for their lives? Yotsuya is a lone wolf and has always lived his life according to his wants, but how will that work out now that he's supposed to be a hero? Yeah, this sounds pretty boring. I think I'm gonna skip that. Hypnosis Mic Division Rap Battle. In a world where women now dominate the government, the creation and use of weapons is strictly forbidden. You know what? I'm not gonna say anything. However, by no means has conflict been brought to an end. Instead of weapons, war is waged through words. With the power of the hypnosis mic, lyrics can affect one's opponent in various ways and cause real damage. Oh my god, it's like they have stands. This is just Koichi stand. Those in the divisions outside the women only Cho ward thus use it for fierce rap battles as their weapon in the constant clash for territory. You know, this was a whole roller coaster because it sounded like shit, but it sounds like the right amount of shit that you can enjoy, so maybe I'll check it out. I probably have to watch this with a friend. Tonikawa, Over the Moon for You. Comedy romance shonen, based off of a manga. Nasa Yuzaki falls in love at first sight after an encounter with the mysterious Tsukasa. When Nasa earnestly confesses his feelings, she replies, "I'll date you, but only if we're married." Nasa and Tsukasa's cute and precious newlywed life of love is about to begin. I'll check this out through word of mouth. You know, if I'm hearing good things, sure, why not? But otherwise, it sounds like a pass for me. Oh! Jujutsu Kaisen! Oh! Okay, so a lot of people have been talking about Jujutsu Kaisen. I remember when the manga first came out. This is kind of wild. This is a manga a lot of people have been wanting me to read and add it to my monthly manga cast lineup. So I don't know, because now there's an anime. I don't remember what it's about actually. So you know, I didn't know it was done by Mappa too. Ooh, this is gonna be kind of hype. And it's got action, demons, fantasy, shonen, supernatural. Okay, I see we're in the right state of mind for fall. This is good. Let us read. A boy fights for the right death. The fuck does that mean? Hardship, regret, shame, the negative feelings that humans feel become curses that lurk in our everyday lives. The curses run rampant throughout the world, capable of leading people to terrible misfortune and even death. What's more, the curses can only be exorcised by another curse. Itatori Yuji is a boy with tremendous physical strength, of course, though he lives a completely ordinary high school life, of course. One day, to save a friend who has been attacked by curses, he eats the finger of the double-faced specter, taking the curses into his own soul. From then on, he shares one body with the double-faced specter, guided by the most powerful of sorcerers. Goto Satoru, Itatori is admitted to the Tokyo Metropolitan Technical School of Sorcery, an organization that fights the curses, and thus begins the heroic tale of a boy who becomes a curse to exorcise a curse, a life from which he can never turn back. I'm gonna get a lot of shit for this. This sounds a lot like Blue Exorcist. Then again, it's not like Blue Exorcist is the most original anime ever, because it's not, but it's giving me those vibes. I'm kind of iffy when it comes to Blue Exorcist, but you know what? This series has a lot of hype behind it. I will definitely check it out. No confirmation how many episodes it's gonna be, but I don't believe there's that many chapters, so it might just be 12. But then again, when the Dr. Stone anime first came out, it didn't have a lot of chapters, and then it got 25 episodes. So you know what? I get a studio knows what to do, or a director, I should say. Just Haikyuu to the top, second season. Ah, this is gonna be nice. The Irregular at Magic High School Visitor Arc. I am genuinely surprised that this got another season after all the shit it got when it first aired. I remember that. How many of you guys were there in, what was it, 2013, 2014? Maybe it was even 2012, when everyone was just shitting on how awful this anime is, except for the shonen tards who went ballistic over it. Wow, what a time. Oh, it's done by a different studio, because before it was done by Madhouse, if I recall. It was on Netflix for a long time too. Wow, that is just crazy. Anyway, up next we have Warlords of Warlords of Sigrdrifa. Yeah. Action fantasy done by A1 Pictures, of course, and it's an original. The Pillars, the Haishira. Oh my god, Demon Slayer's back! The Pillars suddenly appeared on Earth, posing a threat to all life forms. Running out of options to protect themselves, humanity finds itself on the brink of extinction. Don't we always? But a god named Odin, we know Odin, offers them a way to salvation. Odin proclaims a counterattack against the Pillars by bestowing humanity with young female pilots. With supernatural powers, the Valkyries, and their spirit fighter planes as a means of fighting back. I think I'm good. Iwa Kakeru Sport Climbing Girls. Oh, is this a rock climbing anime? That sounds badass. Comedy, drama, ecchi, shonen, slice of life sports. Based off of a manga. The manga centers around girls who compete in sport climbing, particularly climbing artificially structured walls. First-year high school student Konami Kasahara discovered this spot at Hanamiya Girls High School after training her mind with puzzle games during junior high school. Alright, you know, this actually sounds like a fun anime. We love women with muscles. We love women with abs. By the grace of the gods, adventure, fantasy, magic. Another one by Maho Film, based off of a light novel. When 39-year-old Takabayashi Ryoma dies from blood loss after sneezing and hitting his head on the ground, he's reincarnated as an 8-year-old boy in a fantasy world. Oh boy, show does. Not the greatest way to bite the dust, but at least he reincarnates. Set on his path by 3 major gods, Ryoma begins to live a life of solitude in the forest, studying slimes. Slimes, what? This isn't season 2 of... No, it's not. But if you're a fan of isekai... Whoa! That's weird. Why is it talking to me? You know life for him wouldn't be that simple. Okay, just for that, I'll check it out. That was cool. I like that. Caught me off guard completely. We'll see how this one goes. My Setsu opening act, a comedy slice of life, and it's an original. This group of girls want nothing more than to work in the entertainment industry as professional comedians. Oh, comedians and not idols? A rarity. The world may not know their names yet, but they're ready to prove they have what it takes to make everyone laugh. Well, that actually sounds kind of nice. Depending on how entertaining it is, I'll keep up with it every week. Otherwise, it might just be more of a binge-worthy series. But I like the premise, that's nice. Eternity, Shinya no Noikoi channel, an ecchi romance. Oh boy. Anime adapting 12 works from Alpha Polis Eternity Books, romance label for adult women. This sounds like a fun anime that my friends and I can get crunk to. Noblesse. This is based off of a webtoon, if I recall, and now it's here in a full-fledged series, not an OVA. So let's see what this is about. Action, fantasy, school, vampire. Wow, we haven't had a vampire anime in so long, and that's just crazy. It's being done by Production IG. Raziel wakens from his 820-year slumber. He holds his special title of Noblesse, a pure-blooded noble and protector of all other nobles. In an attempt to protect Raziel, I really hope I'm saying this right, his servant Frankenstein enrolls him at Ye Ran High School, of course, where Raziel learns the simple and quotidian routines of the human world through his classmates. However, the Union, a secret society plotting to take over the world, mwahaha, dispatches modified humans and gradually encroaches, English, on Raziel's life, causing him to wield his mighty power to protect those around him. After 820 years of intrigue, the secrets behind his slumber are finally revealed as Raziel's absolute protection as Noblesse begins. Pretty average description, but you know what? I'm sure this will turn out into a pretty fun series. Besides, vampires, spoopiness, Halloween, a gimme, Sleepy Princess in the Demon Castle. Oh wait, I've heard of this manga actually. Comedy, fantasy, magic, shonen, slice of life, supernatural. I did not know that this was getting an anime. That's crazy. You know how I knew about this is because they did a collab with Komi-san, and I keep up with the Komi-san manga, so that's how I know. Oh, it's being done by Doga Kobo, of course. Who else? Shh, Princess Cilias is trying to get a good night's sleep, some shut-eye, 40 winks, catch some Z's. I'm sorry, is it just me or does that sound like JoJo from JoJo Talks Too Much wrote that description? Buddy, I know you're not watching this because you don't want to spoil yourself on the list, but my dude, this sounds like JoJo wrote this. Long ago, in olden times, when people and demons lived together in, well, disharmony, really. Demon King kidnaps a human princess and imprisons her in his castle. Barefoot, the princess's subjects beat their chests in anguish until a hero arises and to spearhead Project Rescue Our Princess. While waiting for her knight in shining armor, what's an imprisoned princess to do? Teddy bear guards with bat wings are all very well, but her dungeon cell is boring. Who wrote this? JoJo, that's who wrote this. So she decides to while away the long hours by sleeping. So she's just taking a bunch of depression naps. Dark joke. Now if only she could get comfortable and didn't suffer from insomnia. This is gonna manage to become a full series. This sounds like a little, one shot. Or it could be like a short form series. Don't know how well that's gonna do. Up next, Ikebukuro Westgate Park. This was the anime that got pushed back. I do remember saying that I was gonna go check it out. So glad that it's back. Here we go. Excited to see where it takes us. Kuma Bear. I'm tempted to skip it just because of that title. 15-year-old Yuna prefers staying at home and obsessively playing her favorite VR MMO game to doing anything else, including going out to school, when a strange new update gives her a one-of-a-kind bear outfit. Glepner? What are you doing here? That comes with overpowered abilities. Yuna is torn. The outfit is unbearably cute, but too embarrassing to wear in the game. But then she suddenly finds herself transported into the world of game, facing down monsters and magic for real, and the bear suit becomes the best weapon she has. Okay? Our Last Crusade, or the Rise of the New World. Action, fantasy, military, romance done by Silverlink, based off of a light novel. It sounds like a light novel, gotta be honest there. The Empire is a mechanized utopia with highly developed science and technology. The Nebulous sovereignty is a nation feared as the land of the witches. Those people who use paranormal power. The two countries have been constantly at war for more than 100 years, but now two heroes have appeared in their respective lands. Iska has come to be recognized as the greatest military asset of the Empire at the youngest age in its history. Alice Leas? What kind of a god-awful name is that? Oh man, is the princess of the Nebulous sovereignty, called the Ice Calamity Witch with fear by her enemies. I don't know, this is a long-ass description and I'm getting bored, so I think we're just gonna pass on that. Adachi and Shimamura, romance school shoujo ai. Slice of life, based off a light novel. Known for skipping class on the regular, two girls' lives become intertwined when they find each other on the second floor of the gym. From there, Adachi and Shimamura's friendship slowly grows as they play ping pong and hang out. But when something happens that changes their relationship, how will they react? Shoujo is kind of tricky. It could be completely over-sexualized and I'll absolutely hate it, or it'll be soft, which we have been getting more soft gay romances, so I really hope that becomes one of them. I don't know, if any light novel readers can give me a little tidbit, that'd be great. Taiso Samurai, sports anime. Oh, another mappa. And it's an original, okay? In the year 2002, what a year. The formerly powerful Japanese men's gymnastics team member Shotaro Agaraki is no longer able to compete. Even though he trained strenuously daily, he asks about retiring by his coach Amakusa. However, a certain encounter alters Agaraki's fate. This sounds like an anime that no one's going to watch, me being one of them. Moriarty the Patriot, mystery psychological shonen. Production IG, based off of manga. In the late 19th century, Great Britain rules over a quarter of the world. Nobles sit in their fancy homes in comfort and luxury, while the working class slaves away at their jobs. When young Albert James Moriarty's upper-class family adopts two lower-class orphans, the cruelty the boys experience at his family's hands cements Albert's hatred for the nobility he was born into. He asks the older of the two boys, who has a genius mind and a killer instinct, to help him rid the world of evil, starting with Albert's own Wow! Okay, this sounds awesome. I'm surprised this is a shonen. Whoa, mystery cycle. Yo, this sounds really cool. I'm all over this. Let's freaking go. Got idol stuff, which I don't care about. Oh, more idol stuff, don't care. Akudama Drive. Well, it's done by Studio Pierrot, so get ready for the censorship. The series is in a post-war world where the Kanto and the Kansai groups faced off in Japan, dividing the country in two. As Kansai became a dependent of Kanto, governing officials and police began to lose control to an increase in the presence of criminals. Akudama. This doesn't really give me much. Word of mouth again. Let's see how it goes. Oh my god. Oh my god. I thought we weren't getting Golden Kamuy season 3 till next year. I can't believe this. This really took me back. I really thought we weren't getting Golden Kamuy until next year in like the winter or something, but it's coming out next month. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so hype. I love Golden Kamuy. 2 pieces. It fills the void whenever JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is not around. Definitely recommend you watch it. Sub or dub, doesn't matter, they're both great. And it's just a fun time. Just please watch Golden Kamuy. Catch up, it's fun. No, is it wrong to try to pick up girls in a dungeon season 3? So I watched season 2 and I praised the heck out of it, but it ended horribly. The main arc, which focuses on a prostitute, they butchered it at the end, and I was very disappointed because it basically lost all the meaning that it was. Like, the overall theme of the arc was basically lost when you find out something about the prostitute girl, and it just really pissed me off. So I don't know if I'll continue watching this. I don't know. I'm too hurt after how they treated that arc with the previous season. Magatsu Wahrheit Zursts. Can't with these names. Action fantasy magic, Yokohama Animation Lab based off of a game. 2 young people living in the Wahrheit Empire are planning to relocate to the capital city. The shy Inumiel, who works as a transporter and was once an important younger sister, and Leah Seato, a naive new soldier of the Empire who spent his days in the Imperial City thinking of his future as a soldier. In the Empire, countless human beings were once extinguished from the world. The return of the light, the disaster that summoned a ferocious monster into the world, is predicted, and the remaining human spirits are devastated. Meanwhile, the fate of Inamuel Leo, we're gonna stick with Leo, and the history of the Empire will change drastically as the result of one weapon smuggling incident. It doesn't sound bad. It's okay. I don't know. Osamu-san 3rd season. I will check this out, but I was very disappointed with season 2. Season 2 was nowhere near as funny, and it relied on a lot of toilet humor. Every single episode, there was always at least one shit joke. Like someone just had to shit their pants, and I'm just like, please stop. Hopefully they cut that shit out with season 3. I'll check it out. Maybe there's something I can watch with the boys every week, actually. I'm actually running out of breath reading all of this, you know? I guess we do have a lot of anime coming out next season. Oh boy, wow, it's good to have all this shit back. But anyway, Talentless Nana, psychological shonen supernatural thriller. You guys see that poster, right? It doesn't look like it. Maybe it's gonna be like School Live or School Live, whatever it's called, I forgot the name. And how everything looked like it was gonna be all cute and stuff, and then it is the year 2000 something. Earth was assaulted by monsters that would come to be known as the enemy of humanity. In order to deal with this threat, special schools comprised of teenagers with extraordinary abilities were formed. Isn't it always? These people, who came to be known as the Talented, had abilities that could defy the rules of reality. Among these people with supernatural powers was an outlier, whatever, an individual who was sent to one of these schools despite having no innate special abilities whatsoever. This is the story of our protagonist, who attempts to defeat the enemies of humanity through the use of intelligence and manipulation alone. It doesn't sound psychological. It doesn't sound like a thriller. It kind of sounds like your average supernatural high school anime. I can't be proven wrong, you know? You can't judge a book by its cover, even though that's what I've been doing throughout the entirety of this video, but we'll check it out. You know, if it didn't have psychological and thriller in the tags, I probably would have skipped it. Ah, boy, what's this? The Day I Became a God. And look, Chika from Kaguya-sama Love is War is in the thumbnail. Drama fantasy done by PA Works, and it's an original. One day during Yota Narukami's last summer vacation of high school, a girl named Hina suddenly appears and proclaims herself the all-knowing god. I do too on a good day. Hina announces to the thoroughly confused Yuta the world will end in 30 days. Yota then witnesses Hina's godlike powers of prophecy, convincing him that her powers are real. Hina's naive innocence belies her powers, and she decides to live at Yota's home for some reason. Thus begins an eventful summer before the end of the world. Wait, then why is it called The Day I Became a God when the girl approaches him and tells him that she is a god? He's not a god, it's her. Unless they're spoiling something in the title. I don't know, but I'll check it out. I am intrigued. To Your Eternity. Ah, yes, this is based off a manga, and the mangaka is the same mangaka who did A Silent Voice, which is my favorite manga of all time. Yeah, I'm gonna check this out. And that's it. Oh, that's it. Whew, so it looks like we're back on that grind. The anime series is all back. I'm out of breath. Let me know what series you guys plan on watching. And I also want to give a very special shout out to Giovanni Herrera for donating to my Patreon. If you want a very special shout out in the next video, stream, or what have you, then please click on the Patreon link in the description to donate, as well as links to my social media. And also, we are giving away quite a few awards on Patreon as we do every month, but this month you can especially look forward to Prince of Cleopatra from Fate Grand Order, as well as a Lounge Diva set, and Mikumi from Food Wars. I'm your female otaku, sayonara.